Living off of dividends is a financial goal that captivates many investors who are looking to achieve financial independence and the opportunity to determine how they spend their time. The widespread misunderstanding that surrounds the considerable amount that is required, on the other hand, frequently discourages potential dividend investors. In this video, we will go into a detailed examination, going beyond the common wisdom and taking into consideration important aspects such as inflation, taxes, and a variety of investing techniques. Why should you rely on dividends? The idea of reaching financial independence and liberating oneself from the confines of traditional employment is what makes living off profits such an appealing option. The typical age of retirement for men is 65 years old. This indicates that those who begin their professions at the age of 20 will have around 45 years of experience in the workforce. The desire to retire earlier or the opportunity to work part-time are two of the primary motivating factors that drive many people to investigate other sources of income. The simplicity and passive nature of dividend investing sets it apart from other investment strategies. It enables investors to get a consistent income without requiring them to take any active role in the process. The common misconception. When it comes to the world of finance, one of the most common misunderstandings is the notion that in order to survive off of profits, one must own millions of dollars. Examples such as Johnson & Johnson, in which standard calculations involve establishing the monthly cost of living and then locating a company with a high dividend yield, are among the most common sources of support for this impression. It is unfortunate that this strategy typically produces negative results, which discourages prospective investors from pursuing dividend methods. A custom financial model. We are going to go into a precisely designed financial model in order to dispel the myth that the extravagant amount of money that is required to live off of dividends is a myth. With the intention of providing a comprehensive perspective, this model takes into account a variety of factors, including the actual cost of living, the influence of inflation over a period of time, and the investigation of various investment techniques. With a more realistic approach to investment, the main objective is to demonstrate that reaching financial independence through dividend income is not an impossible task and can be accomplished with the right kind of investment strategy. The cost of living and inflation. In order to determine whether or not it is possible to survive off of dividends, it is essential to have a solid understanding of the actual cost of living. Taking into account a monthly cost of $4,000, it is imperative that we also take into account the influence of inflation, which is a factor that is sometimes neglected in conventional studies. The purchasing value of money decreases over time as a result of inflation, which typically hovers around 2%. Taking this into consideration over a period of 30 years, we see that the expense of living has significantly become more expensive. As an illustration, if we were to observe the relentless march of inflation over a period of 30 years, our monthly cost of living would increase to nearly $7,250 from its current level of $4,000. The flaw in conventional calculations. When it comes to the pursuit of living off dividends, conventional calculations adopt a straightforward approach. The initial step involves determining the annual amount needed derived from the monthly cost of living. To illustrate, if our monthly expenses amount to $4,000, the resulting annual requirement would be $48,000. This basic calculation serves as the foundation for estimating the necessary investment to generate the desired annual income. To provide a concrete example, let's consider a renowned dividend stock like Johnson & Johnson. Presently, the share price stands at $162.60, and the dividend yield is at 2.96%. Applying the conventional method, the calculated investment required to yield $48,000 annually appears staggering, a daunting figure exceeding the astonishing sum of $1.6 million. This traditional calculation method, widely employed in discussions about living off dividends, sets the stage for misconceptions and discourages potential investors. It simplifies the complex dynamics of dividend investing, overlooking critical factors such as inflation, taxes, and alternative investment strategies. As we delve deeper into a more nuanced analysis, we aim to uncover the flaws in this conventional approach and explore a more realistic path towards financial independence through dividend income. A tailored financial model. By delving into a bespoke financial model, we will be able to discover the truth about the minimum amount required to survive only on dividends. This model seeks to challenge the common idea that a significant amount of money is required up front in order to achieve financial freedom. Its goal is to provide insights into how to attain financial independence quickly. With the understanding that the majority of people do not have the financial means to invest in a single lump sum, we propose the idea of making contributions on a monthly basis. We will be able to evaluate various investing strategies and the influence they will have on the timetable to attain our objective of living off profits if we make contributions on a regular monthly basis. High dividend yield stocks. The strategy of investing in high-yield dividend companies with the expectation of receiving immediate profits is a frequent one. Over a period of 30 years, we predict the growth of the portfolio by assuming a monthly contribution of $1,000, a price growth rate of 2%, a dividend growth rate of 0%, and a starting dividend yield of 7.5%. The monthly dividend payments, even if they are not reinvestment of dividends, fail to exceed the cost of living, which makes the objective of living off on dividends an elusive one. The potential benefits of investing in dividend growth. It is a common misconception that high-yield investments are the quickest way to live off of dividends. However, this is not always the case. This model presents an alternative investment technique, which is known as dividend growth investing. Taking into account a price growth rate of 7%, a dividend growth rate of 9%, and a starting dividend yield of 3.5%, the research presents a compelling tale. Initially, the monthly payments will fall behind the cost of living because dividends will not be reinvestment. On the other hand, when dividends are reinvested, a turning point happens in the 23rd year, which is when the monthly dividend payments surpass the monthly cost of living. The fact that this accomplishment was accomplished with a total investment of only $283,000 over the course of 30 years is quite astounding, and it disproves the hypothesis that millions of dollars are required. Taxes. Despite the fact that the model offers helpful insights, it is necessary to handle the numerous and complicated issues with taxes. The precise impact of taxes on dividend income is difficult to calculate since it is dependent on a wide range of factors, including the location of the dividend earner, the type of dividends received, the level of income earned, and the utilization of tax-favored retirement plans. In light of this intricacy, it is realistic to anticipate that taxes may add an extra 10 to 20% to the overall amount of contributions that are required in order to survive off of dividends. Improving contributions and earnings. There is a glimmer of optimism in the approach, despite the fact that taxes present an extra barrier. Over the course of their lifetimes, individuals have the opportunity to raise the amount of money they invest in their portfolios. This rise speeds up the process of living off profits, highlighting the significance of modifying techniques when the circumstances of one's financial situation change. The process of living off dividends is not nearly as difficult as the common wisdom would have you believe it to be. Presented here is a customized financial model that challenges the concept that millions of dollars are necessary up front. This model demonstrates the power of strategic investment approaches. However, despite the fact that taxes add an additional layer of complexity to the equation, they should not overshadow the possibility of reaching financial independence through dividend income. To those who are about to embark on this road, it is of the utmost importance to have a comprehensive awareness of the complexities of the cost of living, inflation, and the various investing techniques. For those who are interested in achieving financial independence, the model is an invaluable resource that offers a roadmap to follow. As one's income and contributions continue to rise, the ambition of subsisting solely on dividends becomes a more tangible and attainable objective. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.